Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to another episode of our Coventry City career mode here on FIFA 18. Now in this episode we have a Carabao Cup game away at Aston Villa. We've got a home game in the league against Rochdale and then another home game in the league, away game in the league against Southend United. We should also get our youth updates as well. Our youth scouts currently out, aren't they? I just better check that because I'm not 100% sure. Yes, they're all currently out and they're going to be out until... The earliest one will be September. Okay, which might be this month. What month are we in now? I'm well lost here. We're in September. Okay. Okay, that's the last one then, isn't it? Okay, so we'll have to remember to reset this one up afterwards for Logan Morrison. Okay, we're fine. And we'll also get obviously an update on our youth academy, which we'll have a quick look at as well because I've not played this game in a couple of weeks, so for me it's brand new. Right. So Philip Afenu, we want him to get up to 16 years old straight away so we can sign him up. Flavio Navarrete, I'm just hoping that guy, his potential narrows up a little bit. We can get him more in the 80s. Ismael Morales is not going to be a fantastic player, but if that 69 goes up and the 85 stays where it is, we'll be happy enough. Jose Cortez, again, if he narrows up towards the 80s, I'll be happy. August Fries, now this guy is one that I'm very interested in. Again, we want to see that potential get narrower on the lower side, so that 76 going up to an 86 would be fantastic. We've got Tazers Kalashkakaltanaglalnowski, who's pretty good. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. But he's 80 to 90 at the moment, so we'll have to hopefully get his up a little bit more as well. Mohamed Berger is not looking fantastic, but maybe a solid player to bring up at some point. Hans Johansson, right back, could be very, very good for us as well. And then we've got Marius Moller, 73 to 93. Again, we just want to see his potential narrow up, and we should get some of those updates in this episode. But first off, like I said, we do have a League Cup or a Carabao Cup game away against Aston Villa, which should be an interesting game. Let's crack straight into it and see how we get on. Big ball in. Oh, it's gone. How? I don't know what that noise was. That was shocking. Come on. We've been all over him for the first 25 minutes. It's the first time I've had an opportunity and they put it in that easily. That's frustrating. It really is. Really is frustrating. They should be scoring there. And defensively, we've got 3 centre-backs and every single one lost that man. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it's unlucky for Fuentes. He maybe could have got there, but it was near post. It was tricky, but there you go. Bruno Zadas, never heard of him before, but he gets the goal for Aston Villa and they lead 1-0. We're not going to get knocked out of the Carabao Cup for a second year in a row early on, are we? Hopefully, I was trying to get a bit further in it this year. Try to get some more dough. A sorrow. Go on, have a shot. Oh, come on. That was bloody close. That was too close. That was. Ah, we're dead. Ah. I'm so annoyed. They've had 2 attacks all bloody game and they've scored them both. Oh, damn you! Damn you all to hell! I don't know what to say, I really don't. I really do not know what to say at this point in time. It's been a poor match, we've had no real quality moving forward, no pace, no movement. The team just really has not turned up for us here today and it's quite disappointing and hopefully this is just a one-off, but it's probably the worst match for it to happen because then we're going to get knocked out of a cup that we could have potentially had quite a decent run in. But then again, you've got to realise that Aston Villa are a top team. They're in either the Championship or the start of the game in the Championship. Potential they could have been promoted by now, I suppose, into the Premiership, but it's still disappointing nonetheless. We should have done better here today. We should have done better. And just why everything's just so slow and there's just no movement, there's no pace. It is frustrating. Really frustrating. We can do better than this. I know we can.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes.
And we almost got ourselves an opportunity there. And there probably hasn't been many highlights in this game because it has been quite a terrible one, to be honest. It has been quite a boring one. But there we go. There we go. A 2-0 loss in the Carabao Cup to Aston Villa sees our Carabao Cup run this season come to an end, which is very disappointing. And then you can see that, what? That's not right. I was all over them. How'd they get 7? I don't know. It's almost like I'm not paying attention to these games, isn't it? I feel like we had a much better game that game, but nobody necessarily played well. The best player was Conson, a 6.5, which when your centre-back is the best player on the pitch for you, that is a little bit of a worry for you, but there you go. Anyway, Carabao Cup is done and dusted. Let's ignore that. Let's get it out of our minds for now. Our big challenge is the Johnson's Paint Trophy, whatever it's called these days. Ooh. Billy Sandoval. I know I'm away down the part of the club, but I really want to play some football and consider my future. Okay. Okay, and George Hurst wants to play a bit more as well. So 2 players are trying to force his way into... Okay, I'm trying to... Yeah, we go. I don't need to finish that after me. I'll just look at the training. Ooh, Youth Scout report available. And we've been offered the Peru job. Interesting. And Jep Ockles is back from his injury. And there we go, our Youth Academy report are back. 68 to 92, interesting. 59 to 81, Pedro Jesus, you are rejected. Renato Pereira, 49 to 67, no. Hugo, no. Hugo, out of my door. And Igor Cardosa, you can go as well. Now, this guy is potentially going to be a risk. I don't think he is going to be good enough, but I feel like I might take him, just in case he will be. That sounds stupid, but there you go. That is what I've done. And now we have our game against Rochdale then. So, that guy wants some... He's not good enough, that's the problem. We need to loan him out. I believe... I'm not sure if he is on the loan list or not, to be honest, but we do need to loan him out. I know these guys will probably be happy with just a little bit of game time. I think we're going to switch this front line up for this game, because we didn't have a very good game last time anyway, did we? Sandoval, you're 51 rated. No, I'm not. I'm not even going to pay attention to you, to be honest, Sandoval, to be honest. We're going to play Hurst in the centre and see if he can get through a game without getting broken in half. We're going to play Duarte on the left. And we're going to play Abe on the right. And we'll probably bring Arp on for the second half. Harrison can get a bit of a start in as well. He can play in place of Ndika. Hefty can come back into the team in place of Cuesta. Ampadu, you can come in and get a game in place of Gumni. Tosin, you can have a game as well. I'm really changing the team around because I did not show up for us last episode, or last match, let's say. And I'm disappointed in what I saw, so I really need to change it around a little bit and just try and give a bit of a shock to the system. We've got no other potential right midfielders, have we? We do have Mitchell, but he's not necessarily very good, but let's give Joswiak a bit of time off, I suppose. And that means only Concert and Fuente and Satola, but Ockles is nowhere near ready to come back into the team yet. So, we'll start with this team, more or less a complete change from the last game. And I'm happy with the team we've got out here, to be honest. I think this is not too bad. Oh, come on. It's happened again. It's happened a freaking again. Rochdale do not deserve to be in the lead on this one. They really don't. How are we doing that? How do we have... We had this episode last season, didn't we? We just had a couple of really dodgy games. Defence was not in that at all. They just stood there and watched that guy come through, and Davis scores and Rochdale take the lead. Hurst plays the ball out wide, and Abe has got behind the defensive line here. Abe's in. Abe shoots. Abe scores. It's 1-1 just before half-time. Haruki Abe getting the goal. That's what I wanted. Oh, thank God for that. At least we scored a goal in this episode now as well. Whew. And that was a pretty damn good finish. Well, I think Abe has actually been a fantastic signing for us, you know. A real top-level signing. Oh, keeper had no chance with that one. And right in the back of the net. Finally, we look like we're getting something back in this game. I'm still struggling, to be honest. I don't know what's happened. I know I've not played this Coventry career mode in a couple of weeks. I've been having to go with the Leipzig one, which I don't even know if I've started uploading the Leipzig one yet or not. But I seem to be struggling a bit with the slowness of the game and the ability of the players. I'm sure I'll get there. I'm sure I'll get there. Be good if we can come back and win this game. Oh, God. Why? Why does this always happen? Damn you. Damn you, Rochdale. Damn you to hell. Oh, God. It was just... I take the blame on the guy on the outside. I lost him before he had the cross, but I'm not taking the blame again for the central midfield, because the centre defence, because that's not under my control. It's frustrating, isn't it? Really is frustrating, but there you go. Stephen Davis gets his second goal of the game. He's sick for the season for Rochdale, and we have to fight back to try and get at least a point, hopefully, in this one, because we're not doing very well in League One so far. We started off okay, but now we're down in 8th position with 3 wins out of 8 games. And this will make it 3 losses in 8 games as well. Or 3 losses in 9 games. Mitchell, nice touch there by Mitchell. Breaking behind the defensive line of Rochdale. There's a ball into the middle. Gotta be. Yes, back of the net. There we go. 2-2. Straight away. Is that Hurst? No, it's Abe again. Oh, Abe's Odyssey is coming strong for us this season. I am liking this lad. I really am liking this lad, Abe. I feel like he's definitely going to be one of our main assets for the next few years to come. Right place, right time. Blitzes it, bottom corner. And now he's on a hat-trick as well. We're going to have to bring on someone for Satola soon. We need to bring Ockles back. As soon as Ockles is back, Satola can have a rest. But up until now, we've got some hard work still ahead of us. 2-2. Can we steal the win? And there's the full-time whistle. It is a 2-2 draw. It was a very difficult game, that one. Abe with the 2 goals. Davis for 2 goals for them. I don't know if that's a good result or not, to be honest with you, but I don't know. We need to be a bit better. We need to push forward. We want to get ourselves promoted this year into the Championship. Not 100% sure how possible that's going to be, but I feel like last year we had the same thing. We had a difficult start to the season, and then as things went on, we got stronger and stronger, and I feel like we could do better this year. I really do. Let's load my previous training session. I don't know what I was doing last time. So double Fuentes, double Fuentes, 1 for Ampadu, 1 for Harrison, 1 for Abe. That's probably about right. Fuentes we can push up as quickly as possible. Harrison did well. Getting his vision and his short passing up, which is good. Abe didn't do too bad as well, getting his finishing up a little bit. Ampadu didn't have a very good day, and Fuentes a couple of C's, not bad at all. Right. So if we now go forward one day, we should get some news. As you can see, we're now 9th in the table. So Rochdale are ahead of us by 2 points. Which is probably... Oh, what am I doing here? I'm not actually pressing any buttons. Which is probably the 2 points that they got from beating us, weren't it? So we've got 4 bits of news. So that should be Youth Academy updates as well as Youth Scouts. We need to resend out our Youth Scout as well. Don't forget that. Right. Now, do we want to look at... Let's look at the Youth Scout report first. Right. We know this guy's amazing. But he's still not 16 years old yet. Oh, Navarrete, his potential has dropped. It's not looking good for him. Jose Cortez, his potential is getting narrower, but not as amazing as we hope, but still a very useful player for us, hopefully. Ishmael Morales, his has dropped a little bit as well. 75 to 89, still isn't bad, though. Gomez, that's the new player we just signed up. I don't think he's going to be fantastic, is he? We'll have to wait and see on him. Okay, 82 to 88 is pretty good, and we could sign him up now. He's only 57 rated, but I think we might try and keep him in there until he gets a bit... itchy and wants to move up. Berger 78 to 84. It's probably not going to be amazing, is he really? August Fristo, you are looking pretty good, my friend. 82 to 94. That could be a very good player for us. I'm going to leave him in there again until he gets a bit tetchy and wants to move up. We'll leave him in there because it's going to get his overall, his potential a bit narrower for us. And yeah, Hans Johansson as well. 82 to 94. Very, very nice. Maris Muller, that's gone bad, hasn't it? 68 to 84. I was hoping that was going to be better, to be honest. Okay, so that's what we've got at the moment. So we've got some good players. Nobody yet to bring up, though. Youth reports from Portugal. Aguilar, you are not good enough, I'm afraid. I'm going to leave you in there to be looked at further, but I don't think you're good enough. You are not good enough. You are not good enough. I thought Portugal would be good, you know. You're not good enough. You're definitely not good enough. You're not good enough. You are. 74 to 94. Right, I'm taking you straight away because you could be fantastic. Right. We're taking him in. Well, this has ended as well. Okay, let's get rid of him as well. We're not interested in him. And the next one is... Right, 67 to 83 is a no. 52 to 70 is a no. 66 to 92 will keep. 43 to 61 is a no. 50 to 70 is a no. And 66 to 90 will keep. Okay. So we've done well, actually. I'm not too happy. I'm not too happy. I'm not too disappointed with that. I think we've done actually pretty well. We need to obviously resend out a couple of our youth scouts now then. So we want to go to office, youth staff. So we should have 2 now that are available. We do. The other guy is still going now till January. Okay. Now, where do we want to send Barry White this time? Should we send him somewhere cheap again? Should we send him maybe to Australia? Apparently Australia's a good one to send people to. Plus, it is pretty cheap, Australia, isn't it? Do we want to go... Let's go 6 months in Australia for Barry White. That'll keep him happy. And Logan Morrison. I don't know why I said that in American, because we're going to send you... Is that expensive to go up here? It's 48k to go up here. It's 96 to go to South America. What about Africa? It's 96 as well. There we go. To go to Asia, it's not expensive though, is it? What about Japan? Go and get Abe a friend. Let's send you up to Japan for 6 months as well. There you go. That'll sort them both out. I'm happy with that. Right, 2 reports. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So I want to change the squad a little bit. I feel like Abe should be one of our starters. I don't think Ruiz is really doing as well as we hoped he would be. So Abe, who's now a 70 rated as well, so joint with Latilaf. So any other upgrades? I think Harrison's gone up 1 as well by the looks of it. Hefty, you should be in the starting lineup ahead of Cuesta. I think Fuentes has gone up 1 as well. These guys down here not really moved too much. Ockles, you can come onto the bench in place of in place of Harrison. I like Harrison, but I feel like it's probably about right to have it that way around. And I think that's about it for now. We want to change. Everybody else should be able to get fit for the next game. And we just want to try and get some more goals in. So I think with Latilaf and... So we should be playing Duarte more as well, considering he is our future star. He's going to be our 90-plus player, so he should be playing a bit more often as well. So we've got a game against Southend. So loan offer for Jeb Ockles. Okay, I think we're going to take that. Now, this won't go through until January. But I think it's worth doing. So let's accept that. And that should bring Ockles back as a better player. And we can use Bierman and Satola in that left wing-back spot. So that's not a bad situation at all. That's actually pretty good. But like I said, because we're outside the transfer window, that loan won't go through until January. And it'll be a very good loan move rejected. Okay. It's a bit of a shocker. I thought we might go for that. Roffa wants to make a request. He wants to play, I'm assuming, but... Jack Oppel's broken down and they pulled out a negotiation. That's a shame. Okay, well, Roffo wants a game. Maybe I can give him a game just to keep him happy. We got Southend. We've dropped down to 10th in the league now, which is not great. Whereas Southend, they are 14th. So we've currently had 3 wins, 4 draws and 2 losses. It's not the best start, but it's not the worst for a team that's just been promoted. So I'm happy enough, but we need to start pushing on if we want to try and get ourselves promotion up to the Championship this year, which is ideally what we want to do, because that's where the better money is going to be. And if a few of our players don't get that promotion, they're going to want to leave, so we're going to have to try and push for it. But let's into this game against Southend United and see if we can pull off a victory. That had to be the goal. Where one goes in, it'll be easy. Abe. There's Latilaf. Into a Sorrow. Sorrow's still there. And a Sorrow does get the goal, finally. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We have been all over these guys since the very beginning. Oh. Oh, wow. And it was a bit of luck, really. Sorrow had been muscled off the ball. And eventually managed to get loose with the ball and just poke it in towards that far corner. Of course, Sorrow, who was our top goal scorer last season and top goal scorer in League 2, is trying to get things back underway here as well. And it's been an interesting... We've really dominated the first half this year in this game. Really have dominated it. And it was about time we did get the goal. We deserve it, and we deserve a win here. Be a very mixed episode if we get it as well, wouldn't it? 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss.
The referee has indicated there will be a minute.
What a ball that was. Out to Satola, though. There's Sorrow. There's Latilaf. See the overlapping run by Joswiak. Ball far post. It's got to be Abe. Arse off the post. And then it is in. A Sorrow gets the goal. It was cheeky. It was cheeky. It was lucky again, I suppose, if you look at it that way. But I don't care, to be honest. I don't care at this point in time. I just need the goals. And a Sorrow in the right place at the right time. Great cross in by Joswiak. Good header by Abe. Keeper saved it against the crossbar. And it left a Sorrow a little simple, empty goal header to get the goal. There we fricking go. There we go. Joel Osoro's 7th goal of the season. We're making a triple substitute as well. Joswiak, Abe and Satola coming off for Duarte, Arp and Ockles. Ockles coming back after his injury. Let's see if he can get some fitness back. And there we go. A 2-0 victory away from home against Southend United. I'm pretty happy with that. It was a tricky game. We probably should have scored more, in fairness, in some cases. As you can see, oh wow, we definitely should have scored more. We had 20 shots, 14 on target. To their 1 shot, 0 on target. Wow. That was really a turnaround. That's how the game ended for us. Abe, of course, on 8.0 on the bench. Latilaf 9.1, but Asoro 9.5 as the man of the match. Of course, did score both of the 2 goals. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. It was a decent result. Decent result. Now that should move us up hopefully a few places. Want to at least finish in the playoffs this season if we can. If not a little bit higher up. We can do a bit more training as well. Let's again load the previous session because these are the players I really want to work on at the moment. Just to try and strengthen them up a little bit. So Harrison went up a few more little points. I want to try and get his passing up. That's his main stat that he's struggling on at the moment. And we have a player injured. I think that was Hefty. I think that happened in the previous game. Am I right? Yes, Hefty got a sprained ankle. He's going to be out for 3 weeks. So Ampadu's going to get a bit of first team football. But of course, that is going to be the end of this episode. I think... Well, I'm going to play this game off camera. Normally I play the cup games on camera, but I've had this game against Chesterfield in the cup and these 2 against Oldham and Luton. I'll play off camera. We'll come back for the Northampton, Bristol Rovers and Burton Albion games, obviously moving our way into November. Just so we don't have I don't want these seasons to last too long episode-wise, so I think we'll do it that way, and hopefully that'll be okay for you guys. Oh, there's a free transfer there on our scouting. Is he any good? Looking for a new club. Probably not very good then, is he? He could be a decent player in fairness, but I'm looking for players that have got the good stuff written next to their name. That's what I'm looking for. We probably won't find many till the end of this season, to be honest with you, but it's always worth a look, isn't it? I'll tell you what, we can have a look at one while we're messing around. Actually, he's not bad, is he? Lots of 60s. I'm going to... I can't scout him, apparently. I'm still scouting a lot of different other players, apparently. Well, I'm a bit heavy going on my scouts, aren't I? Right, I'm just... Oh, he's actually pretty good, isn't he? He's got some decent stats, he's actually. Good tackling and so forth. He might actually be a decent player, but he hasn't got the high potential notes at the bottom. That's the thing. Now, you'll see those as we go through. Let's see if there's any more regenerated players. There we go. He hasn't got one either. I was hoping to find at least one that might have something written on there that says he's good or what. Or nope. Callum Camp, nope. It's got to be at least one, surely. Darryl Demerit, nope. McDermott even. Where got Demerit from? Where are these players then? He should probably have one, wouldn't he? No, he hasn't even got one either. Ah. I'm just looking for one that has stuff written next to it so we can actually show you what I'm on about rather than just looking like a complete widow. You probably all know by now anyway. Well, Emery Moore is definitely going to have something on there. There we go. Showing great potential. Wow, he looks incredible, doesn't he? Wow. Look at those stats. Right, so he's showing great potential, which means that he is an 85 to 90 potential player. And that's basically when I scan down these lists like this and look at these generic looking players. That's what I'm looking for. Someone that says that next to them. And that would be a player that we would look to bring in But unfortunately, we're getting no luck at the moment with any of these players. He looks like he could be a decent player. There's a few players that look like they could be pretty decent, but no, at this point in time that it looks like they're going to be good enough potential-wise in the future. Aaron Kenyon, nope. Absolutely nothing is. Okay, I'm going to keep looking through this list. I'm nearly at the bottom anyway, aren't we? Let's have another quick look, just in case I can find one. Nope. There's a black Chinese man there. That's an interesting combination. See, he didn't look too bad though, either, does he? If you look at his stats. This guy's a free transfer, but not good enough. This guy, again, not good enough. Not bad stats though, to be honest. I think that's going to be all, isn't it? Or is there any more? There's this guy. There we go, showing great potential. He's already on our shortlist though. So he is an 85 plus player. Okay, these are the players that are on our shortlist because I know I've scouted all these. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well we found some decent players at least anyway. I wonder if he's actually buyable. It doesn't matter if he's buyable or not because we're not in the transfer window area anyway, are we? So we'll have to wait until January to do that, which is only going to be about 2 or 3 episodes away anyway, so I won't worry too much about that. There we go, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Of course, if you have, then please do hit the like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of the FIFA 18 Career Mode. Bye.
The one, two,